What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the Tidmouth Talks podcast. I'm Caleb Marshall, aka Thomas Matt 1984. I'm the creator of this podcast, and this is the official channel trailer. So, what you guys will see on this channel, well, it's a podcast, so you'll see podcast episodes. Now, at the time of recording this, I already have three up. The first two were, and my guest was Elevator 55 James. My third episode was my good friend. Actually, they're both my good friends, but episode three was Ricardo was stupid. So, yeah. Um, Now, as of like what you guys are gonna see on this channel, this podcast. Also, this channel used to be like just a second channel for my main channel. Last time I uploaded, it was like May 14th, 2024, I believe, or something like that. I wasn't uploading on this channel at all. I was making videos, but they were all going up on my main channel. So I was like, I don't know what to do with this channel. It's my July 15th live stream on my main channel when I was like, wait a minute, I can record videos through StreamYard, and that's what I'm gonna be, and that's how these podcast episodes are gonna be recorded. Is through StreamYard. Now I know there are other recording software like this out there where it's like, you know, there's other recording software out there that, you can live stream and record. I've been live streaming, I've been using StreamYard. I've been live streaming through StreamYard for over 5 years. So I was just, you know, and I just, hold on. I've been live streaming for 5 years on this channel, or on my main channel. And like I said, it's like, wait, I can record. And I've always kind of wanted to do a podcast, but I didn't know what it was going to be about. I got the thought of, wait, what if I do a Thomas and Friends podcast? There's no, I don't, I well, I think there kind of is like a Thomas and Friends podcast out there. Then obviously, like there's a official Storytime podcast, but that's a Storytime series on the official Thomas and Friends YouTube channel, but and not really a podcast. You know, So, I know, other top YouTubers have done kind of podcasts like live stream interviews or, even just interviews. I don't think they've really ever been like a part of a podcast. So that's when I got the idea of doing my own podcast. And, you know, I've had the idea of a podcast for a while, but it just, dawned on me on July 15th that, you know, it dawned on me that I, can actually record through StreamYard. So the next day on July 16th, I think I made like 3 or 4 videos, including episode one, because that was on July 16th when I released that. It was the same day. I think I recorded the announcement video on my main channel, the announcement video on this channel, and and I know I didn't say that in the first video why I'm changing this channel. Well, like I said, it's because I wasn't uploading on this channel. I was using this channel. I was like, man, when I saw that it was like, that it was my last video prior to re, saying that it's a podcast was, um, me asking you guys if I should go live on this channel along with my main channel, and I was like, I need to upload on this channel. I need to upload on this channel. I need to upload on this channel. Um, and I never did. Now, I think there's actually one point. before that it was a year or almost a year that I didn't upload. Then I finally uploaded. I was like, I need to make more videos for the channel. And okay, the main reason I think I didn't upload at all over a year on this channel was because making all these Thomas and Friends videos on my main channel, I didn't know what to do on that channel. 'Cause a lot of my content prior to, prior to this podcast, a lot of it was the same. So it's like, hey, I'm just gonna upload all these videos on my main channel. But then, you know, that okay, so when I first made this channel back in 2021, I originally launched it as an instrumental channel, because I was gonna make instrumentals. It's originally called Thomas Fan 1984's Instrumentals. And, I only did like five instrumentals. I, wasn't really making that much anyway. So it's like, I'm gonna change it to an extra channel. I think it was after that it was called. Sorry, I think after that it was. I said sorry because my water fell, but I think after those first five instrumentals, I was like, do I really want to do instrumentals? No, I wanna do more on this channel. That's why I renamed it Tom Span 1940s Extras. And for a very short time, my main channel was CBS Fan Studios, and I changed this channel to CBS Fan Studios. And that this year, up to July 16th, 2025, when I changed it to the Tidmouth Talks podcast channel. So, um, you know, now I know this is going for 7 minutes, but this is a channel trailer, not an episode. Um, I think the reason why I'm making one is because I was on YouTube Studio and it said, make a channel trailer. I was like, you know what? I need to explain what this channel is exactly. So yeah, now I'm recording this August 9th. I might just upload it on August 9th. So that's three videos today. I actually released the two episodes today, episode 2 and 3, because I had the one recorded for the longest time. Okay, so I recorded the first episode on July 16th, the second episode on July 21st. I didn't upload it because the quality was so bad. I mean, it ain't that bad, but I figured out, how to make my quality better. So from now on, the quality is going to be that. I know it's still I know it is still not the best quality, my quality, but that's the best I can get. I mean, if I had an actual microphone and actual computer, it would sound a lot better. It'd be a lot cleaner. It'd be a lot better. But I only have my phone, which is fine. I mean, it's all right. You know, I can still make high quality videos. High quality. I can still make high quality videos and high quality podcasts. Now, I think with the free plan on StreamYard, you can only record it at 720p, but you know, which is fine. I mean, they're still high quality. Now, as for like the episodes so far being audio only, I might, start doing, these, like, with our cameras. Even if I'm the only one with my camera on. I don't know, it's just, we, okay, thing is, like, I know a lot of my friends, that are Thomas YouTubers. Not all, every one of them, have shown their face in their videos. So that's why I do, you know, audio only. But if it gets to that point where, if it gets to that point where I can, start showing my face and, they'll start showing their face, that'll be even better. I don't really ask them. Maybe I should start asking them. But, yeah, I, I, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to talk about. Um, I don't know. Okay, episode 4. Episode 4. I'm gonna try to get more guests. Okay, I'm gonna try to. I don't know. Okay, I've already said this before. I don't know if I'm gonna do daily. Well, that might be too much. Trying to do daily podcast episodes. I was thinking of, thinking about it originally, but now that I think about it, it's like maybe I should, maybe I should have a schedule. Hey, it works. Maybe I should. Okay, so I was originally going to do Wednesdays, then I just thought, it's Saturday. I need to get episode 2 out. Then ask my friend Ricardo, which is in episode 3. It's like, hey, do you want to record today? And he was like, yeah, sure. I'll be, I asked him, do you want to be my guest for episode 3? And he was like, yeah, sure. Now the reason why, okay, I know, that the number of questions have been inconsistent so far. Episode 1 was 13 questions, episode 2 was 27 questions, and episode 3 was 60 questions. But that's because I want these episodes to be at least a half hour, if not longer. 30 minutes, if not longer. It's fine if they're like 20 minutes or so, but I wouldn't mind doing like an hour long podcast, like you know, a lot of or not real podcasts, but like a lot of podcasts are. I wouldn't mind doing an hour long, but at the same time, it's like I might not always be able to, especially if I only have enough questions for that my guest has to go do something. Then I have stuff to do, so I might not always be able to record every day. But sorry guys, I keep moving this around. But I'm gonna try to get guests more often, record more often. I might not have a set schedule. I might not have a set schedule. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like, well, originally, what I was really thinking, like doing like every Wednesday, Saturday, and Monday, or every Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that. Um, I want to know what do you? Okay, what do you guys think the best days to do to upload the episodes are? I want to ask you guys. Um, in fact, actually, I know I think I originally planned for episode 2. Since I recorded on July 21st, I think it was gonna have to go up on the 23rd, but it was like the quality's about, the quality's about, the quality's about. And I was actually gonna re-record that episode with Live 55 James, but that just never happened. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna upload it. Then episode 3 episode 3 and so on will have better quality. So yeah, um, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, though, guys, if you're watching this, if you want to be, oh, that's what else I was about. What else I want to talk about? But first, before I talk about that, if you guys want to be a guest, comment down below. Like James said, or F5 James said in I think it was episode 2. If you want to ask this guy questions, go ahead. There's a comment section for a reason. You know, there's my Discord for a reason. There's my Instagram for a reason. Ask me questions. My main source is Discord, but if you have Instagram, not Discord, and you want to DM me about being on an episode, that's fine. Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is that I might start doing live streams on here, like live streams with their own name. Maybe I'll do like Tidmouth Talks live. I was thinking about doing like Tidmouth Talks podcasts live. I could just do Tidmouth Talks live. I go live on here. Might they I maybe I'll do live streams with like the guests from like that episode. So let's say like I do a live stream, I don't know, today, tomorrow, sometime soon. I'll do one live stream at least, with a live like James and Ricardo both as guests. And maybe, I'll do like a recap, like we'll do a recap of the first three episodes or something like that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do like live streams of like, you know, I'll do live streams like recapping the episodes and kind of like an after party kind of live stream too. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I don't think there is. Um, you know what? I know a lot of like YouTube videos. They might be like within 10 to a lot of like vlogs and stuff are like within 10 to 30 minutes. You know, that's kind of what I always gone for. When I do longer videos, I go for that. But with a podcast, I want it to be yeah. But I'm gonna end it here. I actually have to go eat dinner anyway. So I'll see you guys in the next one with another video, with another episode, probably, or maybe a live stream. I don't know just yet. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye for now.